Royal Challengers Bangalore beating Chennai Super Kings at the Chennai Super Kings home Chepauk by 50 runs. On the face of it, it seems like just a regular cricket headline, but it's anything but a regular headline. This is extraordinary. Why do I say extraordinary? Because before tonight, the last time RCB beat Chennai at the Chepauk, your Prime Minister was Manmohan Singh. Novak Djokovic, who is now the highest winner of Grand Slams, had only won one Grand Slam. Instagram, probably your favorite app, did not even exist. And Virat Kohli had not even made his international debut. That's how long back RCB had beaten Chennai at their home at the Chepauk. That is something that they've managed to do. And that's not the only record. Not only have they beaten Chennai for the second time at Chepauk, this is also a back-to-back win for RCB versus the Chennai Super Kings. The last win, of course, came in last year's IPL. So RCB doing and going to places that they have seldom gone before. We'll dive into the game and look at all the outstanding performers from the RCB team. But before that, let's address the elephant in the room. The big question. And the big question revolves around MS Dhoni and the fact that winning or losing is another thing. Of course, Chennai can lose. Of course, Chennai can lose at home. But without trying, that's not something that you associate Chennai with. Surrendering against RCB, that's another thing that you do not really associate with Chennai Super Kings. Now what happened? They didn't have a great start. They kept losing wickets at the regular interval and the required run rate kept on climbing. What were you looking to do at that time? You were looking for a minor miracle. How will a minor miracle have? You only had maybe a couple of batters that could have done it, maybe a Shivam Dube and then maybe a MS Dhoni. Shivam Dube comes, tries, does not happen in the second half of the innings. Now, who do you look at? An MS Dhoni. But not only did MS Dhoni come down to bat at number 9, which is unpardonable if you ask me, if I was to speak like a CSK fan or if I had to speak on behalf of a CSK fan, but also the fact that someone like Ravichandran Ashwin comes out to bat ahead of him. Someone like Ravindra Jadeja comes out to bat ahead of him. You know, we had a game a few days ago where Ashutosh Sharma pulled off a blinder. If you were expecting anyone to do that in that situation, it could have been MS Dhoni. But he comes to bat at number 9. And when he comes out to bat as well, you do not see the kind of approach that you needed to win the game. Some could say that maybe he does not have those supernatural powers or superhuman powers that he had in the past. And so no point, doesn't matter whichever position he comes out to bat at, it wouldn't have helped Chennai Super Kings. Maybe that's a fair point. But then the counter to that is at least you need to try. That's where I go back to that point that surrender is not something that you associate with CSK. Losing is fine, but not going for a win by pushing MS Dhoni to number 9, I think those were the surprising factors. And if anyone says that, listen, MS Dhoni, because he had an injury, he had a knee operation as well, maybe that's why he comes out to bat at number 9 when not too many deliveries are left to them. I'll just say that, listen, he's looking outstandingly fit in the field, still affecting some of the fastest stumping, and he's looking like the best wicketkeeper there. And wicket keeping cannot be easy on his knees where he has to bend. If he's doing that just fine, I'm sure he can do that when he's batting as well. Also, today, the time that he came out to bat, you really didn't need to do much of the running. You needed to hit 4s and 6s to help your team win. Even that wasn't to be seen. So I don't think that really holds mustard. The point of the matter is, or the key point is, that Chennai Super Kings not trying, I think that is something that CSK fans should really ponder over and really question their team about. Now let's turn our attention to the heroes today, the champions in Royal Challengers Bangalore. 2 games, 2 wins out of 2, and imagine those 2 wins. Both have come away from home. That makes it very special. One against KKR, one against in Chennai Super Kings. So that's really fantastic for a team like RCB. And let's also not forget the fact that these have been handsome wins that has taken RCB to the top of the table. And not only are they sitting top because of 2 wins, the net run rate is plus 2 point something, which is phenomenal. Everyone else is at best 0.9. So there's a huge difference in net run rate as well, and that will really help RCB going forward. If you look at their entire campaign, if you're an RCB fan, you're now going to be looking at, listen, you already won 2 games, 6 more games. A lot of them will be played at home. If you win, you're going to be assured of a spot in the playoffs. Still a lot of time left for that. But the credit for this performance of RCB really needs to go to their bowlers. They've been outstanding, whether it's the fast bowlers, whether it is the spinners, and also their captain. Fast bowlers, Josh Hazlewood, top notch. He's taken 5 wickets in the IPL so far in 2 games, economy of just about 5 runs and over, which is gold dust in this tournament where, 200 has become the norm, where bowlers, even if they go for 8, 9, we are saying that's okay. He's got an economy of 5, doing really well. And I think the standout performance from Hazlewood has been the fact that he's using the short pitch delivery very well, really targeting the batsman's chest and not afraid to bowl those short pitch deliveries, bowling quick. He's really dominating, as you expect a top level international bowler to do. So he's the brightest spot, but there are other bright spots as well. Bhuvneshwar Kumar played his first game today, bang on the money. But Yash Dayal, again, there were question marks over him. Previously, he's leaked a lot of runs when he's played for different franchises. But for RCB, he's been bang on, variation, Yorkers, everything. And also has come as a huge surprise in terms of a bowler that's really stepping up and not leaking a lot of runs. Let's also talk about their spinners. And that, at the start of this IPL, was their weakest link. Everyone saw the spin lineup of RCB and said, no, this isn't going to work out. But look at what Krunal did in the first game. Decent in the second game as well. Livingston really stepping up with the ball in the second game, and Suyash Sharma coming on as an impact sub has also been outstanding. So the bowling of RCB really stepping up, and in terms of batting, it was Rajat Patidar with a half century today. Okay, CSK dropped a lot of catches, but they took control of that game. It wasn't about one man standing. Everyone chipped in with 20, 30s. That is what took them to an above par total, and Rajat Patidar, the batter, but more importantly, as the captain, has been outstanding, spot on with his bowling selections, field placements, and the best part about him was the fact he's so calm under pressure, and that really percolates down to the rest of the team as well. Top-notch captaincy by Rajat Patidar. So there we have it. RCB sitting pretty there. CSK not really in a bad position. They've played 2 games, won 1, lost 1. But if you take a look at their future prospects, they'll have to think of a few things. And one of the things that they will really need to look at is their batting combination. And as of now, Deepak Hooda, Rahul Tripathi and Sam Curran, these seem to be their 3 weak points going into the future games. CSK may have to tinker with that batting lineup. Maybe look at getting a Conway in, Curran goes out, maybe getting another Indian batter in like a Vijay Shankar. That might just balance their batting slightly better going into this tournament, because they'll need to fix that as the tournament progresses. Give us a like on our video if you're enjoying our content. Don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Nikhil Naz signing off.